Hello, everybody. Happy Monday and welcome to history class. We are going to continue on talking about communities this week, and we're going to add in another part to our community. So, last week we talked about community, how that is a group of people who live close together, work around each other, go to the same stores, things like that. And everybody's community is a little bit different because everyone is around different people. You may go to a different church or a different school than your neighbors, but you're all part of the same community. There are a lot of different pieces of communities that work together. So we're going to add another piece of that today. Last week we talked about our house. I hope you had fun drawing your house and then drawing a map of your house. I hope that was a good time for you guys to sit down and think about all the different things in your house and what your house looks like and how a map should work with the compass rose. And today we are going to talk about the street that you live on. Now, if you do not know the name of the street that you live on, now may be a wonderful time to learn the name, and your house will also have a number on it. Sometimes it has 3 numbers, sometimes it has 2, sometimes it can have like 4 or 5 numbers before it. So every house has a number and a street, and that is called our address. And that is where we live, and it is part of our community. And there may be other people who live on your street. Now, you may live in a neighborhood. Maybe you live on a dirt road by yourself. But no matter where you are, you have something around you, whether it be trees and chickens or houses and fences. There are different things around you on your street. I am going to show you my street. So, I'll get close for you. This is my street. This is a road that my street turns off onto. So if you're going down this road, you will see a little opening, and that is where you will turn in to my street. My house is right here, and then I have a neighbor across from me and beside me, and then there are all sorts of people who live around here. I almost ran out of room. I had to add in an extra little house there. Let's see how many houses are on my street. Let's see if we can count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 houses on my street, and 10 different families live there. All these green dots are trees. I did not draw every single tree on my street because my street has a lot of trees. We have trees everywhere, which means we also have pollen everywhere, which is why I may sound a little silly because my allergies are in full swing. We have trees that have flowers on them, trees that are still getting their leaves, trees that have fallen down, lots of trees all over the place. Also, if you see this blue line down here, this is a creek. This creek runs behind our house and some of the other houses that we live near, and it goes down through the bottom of our road. I'm not really sure where the creek ends. I have not followed it all the way, but it is down a very, very steep hill, so we can't go play in it, even though that would be fun. There are also people on my street that have playgrounds in their backyards. I didn't draw those, but there are some, and they have garages and different buildings and tree houses and things like that. So all of that is on my street. So what I want you to do, either today or before our next class on Thursday, I would like for you to take time with your parents' permission to walk outside around your street. Whether you live on a dirt road, you can walk and see if you see fences or maybe a creek or something that you could draw for your street. If you live in a neighborhood, maybe you can try to count how many houses are in your neighborhood. If you live only with a couple of houses, see if you can pay attention. Do those houses have tree houses, or do they have different kinds of trees or flowers in their yard? And just look around at your street. This is also a great time to learn your house number and your street name so that you can be able to know where you live and remember where you live. And that address is helpful if you're ever writing letters or anything like that. And then I would like for you to get a piece of paper and draw your street. And be sure that you label which one is your house. Now, do you see anything missing from my map of my street? What's missing? I am missing my compass rose. So be sure that you write your compass rose as well. You can have it in a corner or down below, wherever you can fit it in. As you can see, I was running out of room, but I should have had that compass rose, shouldn't I? And you can also follow the flow of your houses and everything like that as well. Also, notice that my paper for my street is a little bit bigger than my paper for my house. So if you were to staple or tape them together, you would be able to flip through them to see how your community is starting to get bigger. It starts off small with your house, and then it will get bigger with your street and bigger with all of the things that are going to follow after that. So I hope you guys have a good time walking around on your street and taking in all that's around you, and be sure that you write it down in your map. I hope you have a great rest of the day. Goodbye.